Hello, hello. Hopping back into more milk outside a bag? No, milk inside a bag. Let me update it here. There we go. Not inside a bag, outside a bag. That's old. But I'm gonna try to see if we can get the alternate endings. From playing the first one yesterday, we found out that the mom was the crazy little demon thing that basically like, I think she poisoned her? Something like that with the claw, you know? I'm hoping we can get some answers through more of the alternate endings. Hopefully. The first time we played, I tried to be as, like, thorough and, like, nice as possible. I think we did good as medication. I'm not sure. Maybe there's a better ending to it. We'll watch this again. Why not? It's so loud. Is this the scene that we were in the first game? That's what I'm assuming. Won't take much time. What do you see? Are you sure? I have so many theories. Well, not many, but a couple. I feel like she could be lying about the dad dying. She's just like trying to make up like a paranoia story. And she actually did kill him. Or she killed the mom. It's gotta be something to do with this, the volume here. Hold on. I don't know if that does anything. Right. We'll do right there. Hopefully that's fine. Let's see. Continue. We can't continue. Yeah, because we went all the way through. We got one of the endings, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how many endings there are, though. There's probably an achievement for dying. We can try to get that one first. I'm walking to my room, trying not to look around. Playful shadows dance around me here and there. They dash all over the walls, the ceiling. One of those shadows whizzes past me, touching the face ever so slightly. I smile and continue walking, paying it no mind. Sometimes it's so easy to lose self-control and track of time, spinning in a joyful dance. But I'm in a bit of a hurry here. Mom told me to go to bed. So is this a continuation of the ending of the first one that we played? So we got home, got the milk, And she's asking us to go to bed now, and we saw the mom. She had that weird demon face. So silly, absolutely sure there's no corpses in our kitchen. I don't want to go over everything super thoroughly again, because we've already done it. If you want to check that out, it's in an older video. I break into a run and dash towards the closed door. The shadows intensify their chaotic dance. Are they trying to stop me or calm me down? I don't know. I wave my hands around as I run. If there's somebody inside, I'll surely scare them to death. She says her mom's dead, too. She says her mom's dead. So maybe she's hallucinating about her mom being alive? Like there's, like her mom's just like a corpse in there? As I expected, there was no living corpse inside, but there was a bag of milk I bought today, sitting right in the middle of the table, watching me with its unblinking eyes. I stare back. Nothing happens. So this is a direct continuation. Although what exactly did I expect? Gratitude. Have I done something that warranted it? A bag of milk? On the other hand, nobody would drink milk inside the store. I turn away in shame and leave the room in a hurry. Okay. I walk towards my room through a narrow corridor. This is where the... Yep. Jesus. I meet a familiar, formless creature at the door. Sniffing every inch of my body like a hungry dog. So this is the mom, though. In the context of it being her mom, she's got to be, like, drugging her up with something. You know? Like, injecting her? It has to be. Thin and sharp like a blade. Again. I stare questioningly into the monster's spot on the eye sockets. Don't move. Ugh. Squeezes my hands until my veins start bulging. Ugh. I've promised so many times. Stay put. The moment it says that, its claw pierces my arm. I don't feel anything other than barely discernible crawling under my skin and a ring of tightly sprung sinews. But then the claw injects its venom into me. So she's... yeah. She's drugging her. It's crazy. White veil appears in front of my eyes. I'm just sedating her, maybe? Paralyzing every single cell while my veins and arteries heat up. Try screaming, but instead of producing words, I vomit thick, milky foam. Kill me, kill me. Hysterical screams resound through the corridor. In a fit of madness, the creature starts scratching my neck. Bright splashes fly everywhere, hitting the walls with a loud sound. I try to imprint every drop. Where every drop fell in my memory so I could gather them all later. Oh, that's blood. That was blood, okay. Trying to find the connection to the milk still. Maybe the mom's just like super crazy and it's like, you know, if you touch my stuff, you're gonna get destroyed. I'll never drink milk ever again. Finally get to my room. I'm so tired of all this fuss. Thankfully, I still feel comfy and warm in my room. Even the weird sounds coming from the outside don't make me anxious at all. Mom told me to go to bed. After all that, and she just says that, Mom told me to go to bed. It's crazy. I feel like somehow what we're seeing is far less worse than what's actually happening. I look at my reflection and it shows absolutely no desire to sleep. So before I sleep, my favorite time of the day. What was that noise? Ew. Woke up for that moment's sake, lived through the day. Biggest dream was to sleep all day long. It would have been so cool, but my dreams are slowly but surely slipped away. As if somebody fished them out of my head. Bill's here. Bill's here. After finishing with my face, I usually reach out for my pills. It's funny, I have no idea how they work separately since I always swallow them as a bunch without thinking. Don't think stall just for a bit more time. Smooth protruded red capsule is looking at me. Playing with her pills. Looking at all of her pills. Inventing her own medication. Think she's overdosing or something. She wants small talk with us. Okay. This is where we gotta make some decisions here. It's gonna suck, but let's be an asshole. Long time no see. Actually, I didn't do this one. Whoa. What? I didn't do this one here. Let's try that. Why does your voice sound so grim? Naturally, I've read the manual. Judging by the pictures, the overdose side effects are the usual headaches, dizziness, exhaustion. Basically nothing I can't handle by myself. After all, now I know how to do it. You didn't reply. Aren't you even a little bit happy? Not even the slightest bit? No. Well then, I'm not happy either. You need to go to bed. No, you've been in control for way too long already. It's my turn now, alright? I'll just stay silent until the medicine's effects wear off. How about that? Hey, you can't do that. You need to do your best to make me feel better. That's exactly what I'm doing. What a bully. Actually, why am I even worried about this? In reality, I don't need you at all. I'm so energetic and I feel great, which means I can do anything. And you can only watch and agonize over your uselessness. Hehehe, I can imagine how angry you are right now. Yeah, I'm all beside myself. By the way, you're the one that's useless. Jesus. And pathetic. Oh my god. Don't even try ruining my mood. I want to have fun while we're together, alright? So you're the one calling the shots now? Yes. Well, let's see how long you can last. We'll see, yeah. Am I really that pathetic? I feel so bad. I hate this. Finished part 1 already. Yes. And I'm trying to get the alternate endings for this. ... Say something. I can feel tears streaming down my cheeks, hanging from my chin, and then falling on my clothes, burning holes in them. That was fast, but not unexpected. Hey, at least I tried. Go wash your face, and we'll decide what to do with you. In front of a mirror again, I keep staring at my reflection. So from that conversation, it doesn't seem like anything changed. We still got to this point. Because in the first try that we did, We did all of the opposite options. Keep staring at my reflection, try not to get distracted by the sneery looks the walls are giving me, trying not to drown in their giggling, but then me in the mirror also shows me a creepy smile, bares her teeth at me. I shut my eyes, but that doesn't help. It wouldn't help even if I sunk to the floor. I start counting in my mind, 2 squared, oh yeah, this is weird, 2 squared, 2 by 2 squared, a square squared, a square pyramid squared, a pyramidal structure cubed, a pyramidal structure hypercubed. What even is a hypercube? I feel better, but my head is splitting apart now. See, in the first run, I remember doing this. We were super nice, or we tried to be nice. How do you feel? You're mocking me, right? I'm obligated. If you say so. It's like I'm just doing my job, or... I don't know, which one's meaner? We'll do this one. ... What happened? I'm worried about you. What happened? Nothing. It's just... Don't know why, but I thought I'd be able to take control. I was almost ready to. I was sure I'd be able to change something. After all, I was able to buy milk, you know. Yeah, you ought to know how challenging it was. Is that why you threw away the medicine? What a stupid decision, right? Undoubtedly, I remember doing this. Moreover, it's dangerous, and there's a good side to it. Moreover, it's dangerous. What is this? There's a good side to it? Sure. What's that? Wouldn't that mean you're getting better? Nonsense. Medicine is something you're supposed to take, not toss away. Stupid. It's so stupid. Then why did you do that? I feel like I'd be able to fight it on my own. It's true, the pain subsided for a bit at that time, but now I feel it triple in force. It hurts so bad. Just drink your medicine already or I'll stop talking to you. You know what to do. Do we play into her not taking her medicine? Oh, which one did I... Oh, no, I wanted to click the other one. Dejected, I reach out for the shelf with my medicine. I swallow the pills one after another, chasing away the unpleasant visions that keep floating up in my memory. And yet my mind still draws a terrifying picture. Lumps of coagulated blood and transparent coating travel down my esophagus, scratching its soft walls, leaving behind furrows. I shake my head violently. I don't care if it makes me feel dizzy or worsens my pain. I just don't want to think about something so repulsive. You still haven't changed. What do you mean? You're afraid of being alone. This worries you much more than the pain. Yeah, I guess. I toss the last pill into the air and catch it with my mouth. So there was a totally different way we could have gone there. Damn it. Unless if it still doesn't change, I don't know. Oh, we can save. I lie on the floor. I look at the ceiling. I can clearly hear water running in the metal pipes up there. I hear the cracking of concrete blocks that will someday surely fall on my head. But I'm not afraid of that at all. I can imagine my death coming from above. Or I can't imagine my death coming from above. Rather, it's rearing its claws from somewhere below, waiting for me to lose focus. Do you want to talk about it? No, I've had enough of talking. What do you want, then? I just want to lie down for a bit. Even if the ceiling is bound to collapse, it won't be today. Can you stay silent, please? No. I need to get my thoughts in order. I carefully extract thoughts that are yet to be fully formed from my head and lay them out on the ceiling in orderly rows. Now it's my corkboard. In hopes of seeing the whole picture, I switch them from one place to another, pile them on top of each other, scatter them around. In the end, I throw them off with my hand. Annoyed, I start over. I can't do it. You can always imagine your thoughts of something small and swarming like cockroaches. I hate cockroaches. Can I make them fireflies? I don't mind either way. I feel like this is where we can do an alternate ending too. The first time we played, we got all the fireflies. But I know you can finish searching without getting them all. There's also that weird pile of boxes. I don't have time to blink. My thoughts are floating above me. I can only observe them and wait for the right moment. That moment doesn't come. The mocking sounds of flapping wings coming from the ceiling makes me start losing my patience. Enough. I hate you. Alright. Let's see. I remember there's a lot going on here. I remember most of it is around the computer area. I spring to my feet and scream at the top of my lungs. The fireflies scatter. Good job. Now start over. No way. Unstable behavior makes you look bad. I don't give a damn. So that doesn't bother you? Should it? No. A lot of people act like this. Really? There's nothing shameful about snapping at someone, if you have a reason for that. You do have a reason, didn't you? You'll surely get better, believe me. And now, start over. Ehehe, you're at it again. What do you mean? Never mind. I've changed my mind anyway. Please don't stay silent for this long anymore. I'm having a hard time without your help. Fine. I raise my eyes, looking at the ceiling once more. Sadly, all my fireflies seem to be hiding somewhere. I need to find them. Forget about them and go to bed. No, you don't get it. If I'm thinking about something, I need to finish my thoughts, or else... I glance around the room. There's too many places for a creature as small as a firefly to hide here. They can be anywhere. Suddenly, I hear a deafening rumble. The clock just hit midnight. It's so late already, but I can't go to bed right now. Will you help me, please? Tell me, will you help me? Come on, stop bullying me. What were you thinking while lying on the floor? What do you mean? You should know better than anyone else. Instead of asking silly questions, help me find my fireflies. To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them. Me neither. I guess we'll have to tear the whole place apart. No. If I make even the smallest of messes here, I'll feel really bad. All the things just stay in their places, and that's it. Why? I remember doing this one. Are you trying to come up with a reason right now? Who, me? No, of course not. Think you forgot how to put up your mind block. I can see through you. Rude. Alright then, so we need to find a bunch of tiny insects inside a mountain of junk without moving anything even an inch? Yeah. My oh my. I have an idea. Last time, becoming a visual novel character helped me achieve my goal. Now I'm going to become a point-and-click adventure game character. You know, those games have moments when you just look at different objects and something inevitably happens. Sounds so fun. What about the things you use regularly? Do you refuse to touch them as well? It would make it even more interesting. This is childish. Want to know what the best part is? You'll be the one doing it. Oh no. Oh yes. I start panicking as soon as I get in a multiple choice situation. I'll just keep changing my mind and end up crying and running away. Do you want that to happen? You're such a handful. You've already proven that you're able to make decisions. Why not continue on that road? Do what you want. I go to the middle of the room and look around. Where would I hide if I were a tiny firefly? This is so thrilling. My heart gets warmer from the pleasant anticipation. Hey. What? Look down. I look down. After a moment, I see a ball of light and warmth crawl out from under my sweater. Wowie. Wowie. Okay. I carefully grab the firefly. It's pleasantly scorching to the touch. I put it on my shoulder. I'm sorry, little guy. Time to come home now. As if it was an order, the firefly slowly drifts up, circles around my head for a bit, and then flies into my ear with the speed of a bullet. It tickles. One down. Let's look for the others. Yes. Alright. This is where we delve into the hopefully optional areas. This thing. What is this thing? It's so odd. Okay. Do sleeping bag. Pretty sure the sleeping bag has one inside of it. Potentially, hopefully. Ooh. They want to dig deep into it with a couple of favorite items, close their eyes, and then... Did you fall asleep? Oh. I gently slap my cheeks to return myself to my senses. It's already way past midnight. Usually I'd be sleeping like a log at this time, but right now I can't. Let's continue searching. Maybe we'll find something inside. No, my thoughts don't have a feature of putting to sleep. Quite the contrary, they always cause insomnia, just like tonight. What? I said searching here is meaningless. Okay. The laptop. I look at my laptop. I haven't touched it for years. It's covered with a layer of dust and as thick as my finger. A bizarre item. I fear it. Why? It's a long and boring story. Wonderful. Tell me about it. I insist. I don't remember how it appeared in my room. One of my parents probably brought it here because they couldn't find a better place for it. They didn't prohibit me from using it. On the other hand, they encouraged me to do so. Sure, I've spent my whole days in front of the screen. Games, drawing, engineering, calculator, 3D modeling. So much fun stuff to do. You had amusing hobbies. Yeah, I did, before entering the web. Imagine this. You're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living. Did you imagine? As always, your analogies are spot on. Okay, I imagined. Alright, so you're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living, okay? Okay. Wonderful. Here's the situation. You're a hamster that lives... She's going into the loop. Okay, I got it. Do you want to talk about something else? Yes. You'll end up returning to that subject anyways. On one wonderful day, someone digs you up from your hamster house and brings you to the pet store. Now, your pet home is a cage. It's way more comfortable and warm compared to the underground. And the most important part, you have a lot of neighbors here. Their cages are identical to yours, and the other hamsters look identical to you, too. That means you're all the same. Apart from the fact that they were born at that shop. You'll ask, what does that indicate? And I'll tell you, nothing at all. I forgot what I was talking about. Gosh. Okay, let's start over. This time try to avoid stupid hamster analogies. You know, I'm not at fault here. So, I had a lot of friends online. Tens, hundreds of them. Impossible to count. Is it impossible, though? I had exactly 317 of them. Oh. Although, I guess nobody counts the exact number of hamsters when they walk into a pet shop. Hey, don't get distracted. Alright. For my 317 friends, 68 were into gaming, just like me. 130 of them like drawing, just like me. The remaining 119 were into calculators and 3D modeling, equally. When I say equally, I don't mean 59 and a half friends on each side. Alright? You can split numbers evenly, no problem, but math doesn't work like that when it comes to friends. A major conundrum, right? Get to the point. I knew, of course, that no real people exist on the web. I also understood that all of my friends die in that moment. Die the moment I turn off my laptop. But I still wasn't even a bit worried. Why? Do you know what computer programs consist of? It's just a combination of numbers. Which means my friends are also numbers. Isn't that amusing? Not really. Why do you call them your friends? This is all new. This is interesting. I mean, everyone who shares my interests is my friend, and I don't care whether they know about my existence or not. Anyways, as I was saying, every program has its own algorithm and purpose. It's mathematical formula. And if you solve that formula, you'll be able to predict the program's behavior at any moment. The longer you speak, the less I follow. You don't need to follow me around, just listen. I sit on the floor and the laptop screen ends up right in front of me. The only thing reflected in it is my dim face. A web person is just a random picture and a random string of letters. Words and actions from the web person are just executable code. Excuse me. Hey, let me know if you need a break. One day, someone appeared. From that point on, my laptop was always on. There are no real people on the web, but he was good at pretending. At some moment, I let him trick me. Oh, hey look. Huh. Suddenly, a firefly slowly crawls out of the laptop's vent grill. I reach for it, gets on the top of my palm, blinking all the while. I think it's trying to say something. I can see that myself. If only I knew what. Looks like a cipher. Do you want to crack it? I changed my mind. I have absolutely no desire to find out what it wants to say. The firefly stops glowing for a moment after that. Then it starts glowing again, as if it's coming back to its senses. For some time, it thinks about the further course of actions, then flies up and dashes into my ear. Let's continue searching. What about your story? You must be mad at me for interrupting you. I'm sorry. If you do everything right, I'll finish my story. Maybe. You promise? I promise. And if you forget, then remind me with a code word, for example. What code word? I'll think of one later. For now, let's keep searching for my fireflies. Whoa, okay. So there's a laptop story that we have to find out. Gotcha. What if... Okay. You rarely draw in it. It's missing 2 legs. Be able to think of an interesting allegory. Let's not go there, okay? Stand up and study a sketchbook from inches away. Its pages are pure white. I'd love to see it. Maybe next time. Oh no. The wind is blowing the pages open. Rustling has stopped. Wait a little longer. Open your eyes. No. It's okay, just do it. No. Calm down. No. Calm down. No. Calm down. No. Calm down. No. Just over and over. Fine. I open my eyes with the utmost caution. The notebook is still open in the middle. No drawings, nothing. The pages are still pure white. Did I imagine it? I don't know, did you? You're the smart one here. You tell me. Next time, don't close your eyes. What did you... I couldn't finish speaking because the pages started moving again. Don't close your eyes. Don't make me do it. I'm scared. Trust me. The rustling grows louder. The pages lift up. I can almost see the outlines of drawings on previous pages. No way. Everything that is in the past should stay in the past. You couldn't convince me. That's it. I'm closing my eyes. Look, there. A barely visible light seeps through the pages. With every new gust, it becomes brighter and brighter. A firefly. The wind immediately stops. For a moment, the world sinks into perfect silence. But only for a moment. The buzz that has always been haunting me fills the surroundings, but it doesn't matter now. Goodness gracious, little boy, you made me so scared. The firefly blinks, flies up and enters my ear, buzzing loudly all the way. Spent some time looking for the perfect spot in my head, but its buzzing dies down. Phew, are you okay? We're running short on time. Let's continue. Alright. There's one there. Wait, didn't we just check the book bag? Oh no, that was this one. Radios. I remember there's nothing in the fan. I don't think there's anything in the trash. Let's try the book bag. Book bag. Totally not cool. Senseless and cruel. Senseless and cruel. You are there, but I don't care. Is it me you're laughing at? What? I never. After all, you're not my pet. I'm not going along with this nonsense anymore. Got it? Got it. Hey, it wasn't on purpose this time. Tell me what's inside your bag instead. Nothing special. Mostly just all sorts of books. I've taken out all the pens and notebooks out of there, and I'm not interested in anything else. You used to go to school, didn't you? Yeah, I did. I had a blast all the way. Are you sure you understood my question? Do you think everything in my life should be doom and gloom? Well, you're wrong. Alright. What did you like the most there? Well, the rooms were really bright. Not like at home. That's it? Don't rush me. Let me remember. Well, the beds were all so soft, and the food was nice. By the way, I attended all the classes, and the others always skipped. They probably got told off so hard. I smiled gently, absorbed in more memories. You never graduated, though. Yeah. Do you remember your last day there? It was a normal day. Dad picked me up earlier than usual. He told me that I'm already too old for the school curriculum. I also realized that some time ago the tasks were way too easy. Then we got into a car and went home. Mom greeted us there, we had dinner, and went to our rooms. I remember pushing to get the real story from her with this one. I guess that day has absolutely no special meaning for you. Like I told you, it's just a normal day. Okay, good. I look at my bag again. Light pouring into the room through the window glints on metal parts. And there's also a shadow underneath it, which means it's real, sadly. Whatever, I don't care anyways. I almost end up kicking the bag in a fit of sudden anger, but I managed to stop myself in the nick of time. If I move it even an inch, the whole picture will collapse and I'll go blind. It has already happened countless times. What do you mean you'll go blind? I've spent months memorizing the location of every item in my room. That's why I can see them so clearly and vividly. You won't get it. Look at your feet. I look down and see that a small insect is crawling towards me from my bag. It's barely glowing, and it can't even fly. I guess this firefly is really tired. I bend down to pick it up. The firefly starts glowing brightly as soon as I touch it, and then flies up. There you go, boy. Good job. After doing a victory lap around the room, it flies towards me with high speed. I shut my eyes, anticipating the firefly to enter my ear. That's exactly what happens. After it gets inside, it buzzes for a little while, and then goes silent. This one is kind of sad. I wonder why. Doesn't matter. What matters is that it's no longer alone. Sure, let's continue searching. We can finish searching. Which I feel like gives us some sort of like we have the choice to not do everything. But she said if we do everything thoroughly, then we'd get the code for that story, right? Umbrella, maybe there's something in here. Forgot. You don't want to check it? Here. Firefly here. Dead plants. Throw them out. Oh, that's right. Can't touch anything. Can't touch this. The clock. I look at the alarm clock. Time continues its unstoppable flow. It's so late. Are you tired? You bet I am. I let out a theatric yawn and hold up my arms to the sides. 1, 2, then I raise them above my head. 3, 4. Maybe a little workout will help me freshen up. Good idea. Do you remember the exercises you've been taught? I think so. I take a hesitant stance. What was it? Heels together, toes apart. Whatever. Count down to 5. Pair of eyes on the clock. I hear voices. They plead for help. A true mess. A mess. Are you counting down? My god, finally. What do you mean? I was trying to get through to you for half an hour. Huh? Forget it. Do you see the firefly? No? Let's continue searching then. Alright. I don't remember anything being on the posters over here. Photos. Oh yeah, the blank photos. There's nothing in the fan. I remember that. I'd be so jealous, only through preventing me. It's like an inmate, if you think about it. Continue searching. Nothing in there. Toothbrush? She's like, nah. No. One in the trash? There's nothing there indeed. Ceiling. She says, I don't care. She's not worried. She doesn't care in the little bit. It's weird that her dresser is like 6 feet off the ground. It's almost like this room isn't, she can't even see the reality of this, like, room. Even inanimate objects, totally. Then act normal. Alright, I think we've gotten everything. This might be something. Usual notebook pages, dosage and side effects. You know them by heart. It's not your handwriting. It's your mom's handwriting. Is her mom abusive in the sense that she's keeping her sick through these like crazy dosages and medications? Is that what's going on? And it's giving her like psychotic breaks? That'd be crazy. AC unit. Cockroaches are up there. Fireflies don't hang out with cockroaches. I don't. No. It's not easy to get out of here. These are the radios. I think we got everything with searching. Hopefully she tells us the code or whatever that thing is. Managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyways. Why not? I lose something and then find it just goes back to the starting point. No changes at all. A zero sum. And happiness is always about being positive, right? You shouldn't think too much. It hurts you. I want to sleep. How about you go get some fresh air before sleeping? What do you mean? Well, go to the balcony and breathe in some air. Somehow these words triggered a panic attack in me. I subconsciously step away from the balcony. I don't think it's a good idea. Why? This may sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me. Alright, let's stay here. See, the first run, we did this, and she went out to the balcony. So we'll stay inside this time. Yeah, What you gonna do? What's this silly question? I'm gonna sleep, of course. Hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell, but at the same time, still being me. Ridiculous, like milk outside of a bag of milk. And yet. You don't have to talk out loud for me to understand that you're worried about me. I know that already. I also know that our time is running short. You won't take another pill? Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. Or the day after tomorrow. And never ever. This is goodbye then. No. I have one more small favor to ask. A really, really small one. What is it? I've blurted out way too much today. A lot of stuff I'd want to forget forever. I don't blame you, but was it really necessary? You'll see tomorrow. No, I wouldn't be able to sleep like this. Fine, what's the favor? I nervously scratch my wrist and bite on my lower lip. Wait a minute, you're afraid to tell me? Yes. I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. I'm also scared that when something bad happens, something way worse will happen. Stop, I get it already. Still, I won't leave you alone until you tell me. Bully. No, you. This is new. I crawl into my sleeping bag. The lower part of the room is very cold. I hurry to wrap myself into blankets, even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with it at first. Of course I'll believe you. You know, it was a joke. Well, anyway, I washed my face, brushed my teeth, lied down and started imagining that I'm watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course, and always looked sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected of places. Bulging eyes with trembling pale pupils. It was scary, you know. Then one day I almost died. I just collapsed in the middle of the room and couldn't move for a while. And then silhouettes, letters and eyes were hanging over me and hissing. It was horrible. And well deserved, I guess. It felt like I was caught up on the biggest lie in the world. Yes, it felt exactly like that. After that I stopped. But the silhouettes, letters, and eyes stayed here. I guess they like this place. They always follow in my wake, peeping at me, and I'm kind of scared of them and can't even argue with them. But today, well, I still too scared to tell me? Of course, they're still listening, you know. Use your hands. Alright. I start chaotically twirling my fingers with enthusiasm, forming complex shapes. You want me to tell you a bedtime story? Oh wait, I think we've gone through this before. And I was trying so hard here, don't you get it? They'll hear you. Relax, nobody can hear you. So what do you say? I'd be happy to, but I have no idea how to tell them. It's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping. Sounds silly. But it's not. And meaningless. You don't know what you're talking about. I know enough to realize that we'll just end up wasting time. Let's focus on something actually important. Boring. Fine. Close your eyes. This is new. I wake up and immediately almost lose consciousness from horror. A thin metal stairway snakes around a giant column, disappearing into the darkness. I press myself into the cold wall and pray that I freeze into it. This feeling. I know I've spent a couple of hours or days here, but I don't know how high the column is. I don't know whether I'm going up or going down. A billion pounds of concrete and a million miles of emptiness. It's impossible to say, or it's impossible to stay sane when you're near cosmic numbers like that. Looking at them, touching them, even thinking of them makes me feel unimaginable horror. It was just a matter of time before my short term here will end. My mind will melt and my body will turn to dust. The wall's coarse surface scratches my face. The steps under my feet hum from the wind, eager to escape the concrete's clutches and dive into the abyss along with me. But I'll stay here. I'll stay here without going anywhere. I won't even open my mouth. My every word will be swallowed up by the abyss. It won't take a single step. Why would I? To find out where the stairway abruptly ends? It's all meaningless. Many units of time pass, but I'm still unmoving. My whole body is trembling, but then I realize it's the whole space around me that is trembling. It can't wait to destroy me. Maybe I should gather my will and at least turn my head? That thought doesn't stay in my head for long. It's torn out with inhuman force. Unaware of what's about to happen, I slowly turn my whole body with a squeak. No, this is not what I wanted. Don't! Amongst the silence sings a lonely colossus, unmoving, until the music stops. The bridge across the dark abyss cannot be seen. Reminds me of Berserk a little bit. Oppressive, thick, sticky air drives itself... What? Drives itself into my ears. Silencing my thoughts, the haphazard string of words, while I watch the scene before me unfold. Hundreds of giant concrete structures, just like mine, spread in the tidy rows endlessly in all directions. Stairways wrap around them like vines. There, at the end of this world, there's a person smiling. This world still exists, but all that make it both exist and not. I tried to erect a mind block, but to no avail. My brain is already at the mercy of the super creature. A moment passes and I realize that my body doesn't belong to me either anymore. My legs start moving on their own. The only thing I can do is choose the direction. Up, down, or... The crowd notices blood on Wozek's hands. What? He runs away. Mendel appears. He has nothing human about him, apart from his excessive grace and hidden elegance. He walks out to the center of the stage. First act begins. Foreign thoughts become even more incoherent. There's less and less space for my own. Do you feel the connection to your body clearly, or does it still cause confusion and fear? If you've been living through that fear a lot recently, how did it manifest exactly? Answer honestly. Don't hide anything. What? I decided to descend. Descend. You can have a sneaking suspicion that something is wrong because your path has changed. Maybe you started talking in a wrong way or made some sort of mistake. If so, start getting used to your new life. Try creating imagery that would instill the feeling that everything as it is should be, and with time, it will create a new order inside you. I don't doubt that you're going through some hard times, but you have to make sacrifices, grow up. Only then you'll be able to obtain the meaning of life. Do you get it? Try that if you find it important. Every passing day is a precious gift. If you share a piece of that gift with the world even once, it'll seem like a speck of dust. Do you get it? No, I'm sorry. You won't get that then. Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? Yes, even you get it. When you notice how people look at themselves in the mirror, when you look at your own reflection and realize that it exists in reality, do you understand how exactly it exists? All right. Milk outside of a bag of milk, outside of a bag of milk, outside of a bag of milk. Now, we got like part of an extra ending? Or it was like an extra piece of like a side story? One, two, three, four. We're still missing 4 achievements. Which means there's got to be more endings. We have a save where the fireflies are not completely searched for. So we'll try that out. This is an amazing game. The story, at least it's an amazing visual novel. But the story's great. One second, gotta use the restroom. Okay. Are we able to continue, or we finished it so we can't? Let's see what continuing does. Finish searching. Okay. I've managed to gather my thoughts. Not all of my thoughts, my thoughts. So it is a bit different. Why not? If I lose something and then find it, it's just going back to the starting point. What about some fresh air? Go to the balcony. Oh, this is different. It's like immediately making her go to the balcony. Something's watching me. Just for a couple minutes. Okay, we go out there without all of her thoughts. My apartment building looks like a bottomless cooking pot, but instead of a soot, it has hundreds of concrete and metal boxes on the walls. There are lights on the windows. There are lights on in the windows. There are muffled voices coming from the inside. The howling wind spirals up and splits into hundreds of independent streams, like it wants to be heard by every person living there. It must feel so lonely, living in endless silence. Your apartment building is pretty weird, isn't it? I could see the horizon from my window before, and the building grew for miles in both directions. I guess at some point it circled around and closed on itself. Nothing unusual about that. How do you feel? I definitely feel. Sometimes that's more than enough. Still, you're anxious, aren't you? Of course, moreover, I'm completely terrified. Was it that obvious? You're looking in every direction, but not up. I've already told you, haven't I? About what? You know, small stuff. Can small stuff make you terrified? It's hard to explain. I climb up the metal railing and let my legs hang down. I sneak short glances at the abyss from time to time. It replies with angry, cold breath. That's how we interact. Like cold friends. Like old friends. Sometimes I feel like the whole world pretends to be crazy. As if it's trying to make me believe in something that doesn't exist. It's weird, isn't it? Yes, but at the same time, it makes me feel a little bit happy. Everything around me was created for my sake, to deceive, trick, confuse me. If that's true, I guess I'm not so crazy myself after all. You believing in this. I had trouble with this shit last time. You believing in this. You believing in this is the definition of craziness. You're probably right. Another gust of wind blasts against the pot's walls, smashing the glass to dust and blowing away the concrete crust. I, on the other hand, feel a gentle breeze that ruffles my hair. I still haven't come up with a code word. Oh, here it is. You were the one to remember your promise. You don't need a code word anymore. I don't like when this happens. I want to remember certain things only when I want to. Nonetheless, you made that promise. And I'll keep it, but you need to keep in mind that from this moment on, every word will bring me pain. I bend down and imagine falling into the abyss. I have exactly 2 minutes before I meet my end. No! I had a friend online, my best friend, even though the combination of letters he used instead of his name wasn't that cool. Well, the combination of pixels he had instead of his photo was also boring and unattractive. This is so strange and wrong, breaking the rules of being online. Why was he doing that? Maybe his code was a few lines short. I don't quite get what you mean. I could tell you about those rules. You can't find them anywhere, but I'm smart, so I figured them out myself. Although, I'm not sure if I should divulge them. Why? When I try to say what I think out loud, I tend to make mistakes. If I make just a single one, everything that comes after contradicts my thoughts. And I end up with the opposite position. And I don't want that. According to that logic, it'd be better for you to keep your mouth shut forever. Yeah, that's my dream. Oh. Keep my mouth shut. Never get up from bed. Never see or hear anything. Just dream on and on. Well, why is everything so terrible? Don't get distracted. So, what was that about your friend? My friend? Ah, yes. He was brazen enough to... Come on, gather your thoughts. He somehow made me believe that he was real. He's kept describing someone else's life to me in detail, as if it was him. and he expected me to do the same. I told him everything about myself without hiding a single thing. I grit my teeth. The wind whips my face without mercy. It slices my skin into uneven stripes as if it's a piece of thin cloth. He knew more about me than anybody else in the world. You know what he did? Yes. Ahahaha. Sending an army of bots to harass me was probably fun. And what's most important, it's a win-win situation. They spawn here and there, simple bits of code that are effortless to run. No wonder the algorithm assigns that pattern more often than the others from the list. Text and video generators get to work at the same time. My name surfaces on the web more and more. It's unbearable. This is insane. Unbearable. So she had one friend, and that friend basically, what is it? What's the word? Cyberbully? Cyberbullied her. From around every corner, every balcony, ceiling, attic, wall, I always feel many pairs of watchful eyes directed at me. And now they watch me from the screens, too. But I'll put an end to it. I've decided a long time ago. Though, maybe I only decided that, only... Yo, I hope this is a dream. My body finally crashes into the ground, smashing into millions of tiny pieces like porcelain. I'm cold. Let's go back inside. What? What? I returned to my room. Thankfully, it hasn't changed one bit during the minutes I was outside. Without a second thought, I go towards my laptop and yank the power cable from the outlet. That's it. That's it. That's it. What are you gonna do? What's with that silly question? I'm gonna sleep, of course. Hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside. Okay. So now this is leading into the same ending? You want to take another pill? Goodbye then. Have a favor to ask. See you tomorrow. You're afraid to tell me. No, you. Okay, is this the same ending? Of course I believe in you. I know it was a joke. So this is all the same. Interesting. Oh. I wake up lying on the cold floor in the center of a cramped room. I look around without standing up. There's no furniture, just naked walls and a single door. I can hear muffled sounds coming from the other side of it. Scary sounds. I hug my knees and wrap myself in my sweater like it's a blanket. It's no use. I'm chilled to the bone. The room is pretty spacious, but I still can't shake the feeling that I'm trapped inside a suffocating casket. And the faint blue glow that sneaks in through the keyhole only adds to that feeling. Do I want to know what's outside? As if on cue, an inhuman roar comes from the other side of the door. It becomes louder and louder. more and more distinct with every passing second. Somebody or something is getting closer. I curl into a ball, trying to take up as little space as possible. Maybe I can become invisible or become some smaller or become smaller in some miraculous way. In the meantime, the howl becomes unbearably loud, but only for a moment. Then it sheepishly backs off until I can't hear it anymore. I finally decide to stand up. These dreams are wild. After I do that, I hear another strange sound that's coming from right above me now. The ceiling moves upward, squeaking. Small debris is falling on my head. I squint a little, then raise my hand, trying to touch the ceiling, but it suddenly starts to rise quicker and instantly disappears into the darkness. I'm not in a casket anymore. Well, it wasn't exactly a casket now. It was a well in the form of a casket. The room becomes darker and colder. I'll have to do something at some point. The knocking is a little wild. Hours pass. I frantically run from one wall to another, delirious. The walls run away from me, making the already spacious room even bigger. In the end, I stand amidst endless darkness, and only the door is watching me with its eye. I kept purposely avoiding it. I could sometimes hear horrifying rustles and howls on the outside. However, now I don't even have a choice anymore. I slowly come up to the door and reach out towards it. As expected, the door also moves away from me. I continue moving forward with my hands stretched out. I don't want to lose the only source of light in this pitch-black darkness. At some point, I get tired of sneaking up on the door, like it's some wild animal, so I lunge at it, trying to grab the handle. However, at the last moment, the door whizzes away and I fall to the cold floor, unable to keep my balance. It hurts. Stupid door. Stupid, nasty, cursed door. I hate you. I hate you. I scream at the top of my lungs. I finally let out all the despair that I had bottled up. I slowly realize how horrible the situation I ended up in is. No, 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 no! I don't stop screaming for a moment, because I'm scared to end up in complete silence. If the reality around me disappears, my twisted imagination will take over, and the realest thing I have right now is my voice. Hey, I can hear you. A voice, coming from the other side of the door. I'm here, come closer. I scream thrice as hard as before. I scream until my throat hurts, until my ears start buzzing. My biggest wish right now is to keep in touch with that person, whoever they are. Hey, where are you? I rush towards the door, stumbling on the way. Let's see. I keep running for a minute, for 10 minutes, but the door isn't even an inch closer. At the same time, the distance between us hasn't grown either, which means I match it in speed. I just need to make one final push. I gather the last bit of strength I have and push my legs off the ground. The jump feels like an eternity. I stretch out my hand, almost touching the scratchy wood. I dive face first onto the ground with ridiculous speed. I slide at least 30 or more feet like that thanks to the inertia, leaving behind a blood trail. Oh. My hand is still outstretched, trying to grab the empty space. Tears stream down my face, making the numerous scratches burn. I try to wipe them, but I scream and yank my hand away the moment I touch my face. My lips and nose are now a mushy mess. Somebody help. The other side of the door is completely silent. The silence reigns for an excruciatingly long time. However, at some point, that silent torture ends. Hey, I can see you. I try to reply, but stifled whimpers come out of my throat instead of words. Are you hurt? Yes, yes. I stand up from my knees despite continuing to cry. I take a couple of deep breaths and start running again. I keep running for hours. I feel like the door is closer to me by an inch or two now. I almost let myself stop for rest at that thought. I can't rest. I'll catch up to it sooner or later. The voice from the other side of the door keeps asking me how I feel. I let out heavy, ragged breaths and reply. I fall from exhaustion if I utter even a single, or I'll fall from exhaustion if I utter even a single word. Still, I'm thankful to them that I don't want them to become silent. After another hour passes, I barely scratch the handle with my nails. I'm almost there. I'm so scared. Why aren't you doing anything? Why are they doing this to me? Don't they understand how painful this is for me? Almost there. You're scaring me. Go away. What? Rage fills my brain. I ignore the pain in my bones and channel all my strength into one final jump. No, go away. I firmly grasp the handle and open the door. Blinding light hits my eyes. I lose the ground beneath my feet and start falling. Oh, finally. Oh, the silence. Wow. I'm lying face down in grass. I smell water, earth, and the dampness of the night. And grass, of course. The wind tickles the back of my head. It howls and jumps around restlessly. Lying down like this is unpleasant and rude when nature is so alive around me with sounds, and I'm pretty sure colors, too. I stand up full of anticipation. Where are we going with this, dog? What's happening? I see an endless field, a clear sky without a single star, and a pale moon somewhere very, very far away. I shake my head and try to focus my eyes on anything, but to no avail. My surroundings are just too vast. I feel dizzy. Bam! I'm lying on the thick, wet grass again. But this time I'm looking at the darkness of a night sky instead of just darkness. Is there any real difference, though? The wind howls. It's clearly upset, but what can I do about it? I hear an indiscernible echo from far away. A wolf or someone else. Does it even matter? I'm in the grass. Nobody can see me. Oh, 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 oh. The echo draws closer and closer. At some point, I realize that it's not a wolf. I jump up and start turning my head in a panic. Where is that sound coming from? I haven't said that out loud, but got an instant reply. Oh, 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 oh. Hey, I can hear you. My voice runs across the field, mixing with the rustle of the grass and the howls of the wind. It feels like it's about to get absorbed by them. But, oh, 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 oh. Is it the dude from the store? The O guy? Hey, where are you? Oh, 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 oh. I can't understand where should I run to and if I should run at all. Somebody clearly wants me to find and help them. Maybe they're hurt? The grass tickles my heels while I drag my feet in the direction where I think the sound is coming from. It's just, there's not a single tree or stone around, only an endlessly wide field. I hear a resounding, painful scream. I shut my eyes and cover my ears. I suddenly feel scared. The screams turn into a cry. I carefully raise my head, still scared to death. Somewhere very far away among the thick grass, I spot a silhouette, just a small black spot. But, hey, I can see you. The silhouette doesn't move, but the sound is definitely coming from its direction. No, it's not a scream, more like a whisper or a wheeze. Oh, 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 oh. Are you hurt? No reaction again, just muffled sounds. Maybe it's the wind going mad and the black spot is just a stone or a tree? I walk away, disappointed. 100 steps, 200 steps. Then I turn around. Surprisingly, the spot hasn't become smaller. I start jogging. The grass is no longer tickling me. It's whipping my ankles, leaving cuts. Feeling of panic and unexplainable dread grow inside me. A stone, a tree, why the hell is this field endless? I don't turn around anymore. I know that it's chasing me. The sounds reaching my ears become even stranger, louder, and more distinct. The wind is bullying me too, huh? Isn't that right? That's the case, right? Finally, I stop. I ran out of breath. I'm at the brink of dying. At least I think so. Oh, 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 oh. The horrifying voice is coming right from behind me. I turn around instinctively and, for some reason, try to shield my face, but end up losing balance and falling to the ground. The grass replies with a nasty cackling rustle. Oh, 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 oh. I've had enough. I spring up. The silhouette is still there at the same distance as before. It's standing there without moving an inch. I'm scared here, you know. Why don't you do anything? Fear shackles me. I can only stand and watch the approaching black spot. My lips are parched. I speak in a voice I don't recognize. You're scaring me. Go away. After that, the spot expands rapidly, and in the blink of an eye, most of the sky in the field is consumed by the sticky, cold darkness. What? Paralysis finally lets my body go, and I immediately sprint away. I run so fast that the grass turns into a dark green mush under my feet. I slip up, fall, run again. Okay. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Wait, 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 wait. No, go away. An unknown force turns my head with a crunching sound, and the darkness consumes everything. I wake up on the cold floor in the center of a cramped room. I look around without standing up. There's no furniture, just naked walls. What? And back to this ending. Okay. Huh. Let's see here. So we still got 3 achievements to go for. Wow. Apparently that was the rarest ending. That was the rarest one right there. Huh. We still have 3 more endings to find? That's insane. Wow. There's so much to this story. It's crazy. A good crazy, but very intense. That falling scene was very intense. I need to know about the mom, the claw thing. I hope that there's an ending that shows me something about that. That'd be nice. We want to go through here? No skips? There we go. And here, we'll run through real quick. Finish searching, right? Why not? Think too much hurts you. Get some fresh air. Go to the balcony. Why? And then we can tell her to stay here, right? Without all of her thoughts. Take another pill. I don't know if this is going to be any different. We're just going to see real quick. See tomorrow. What's the favor? Okay. Again, I don't think this is going to be any different. But this is when we didn't find all of her thoughts, so maybe not going to the balcony first gives us something a little bit different. Whoa. Still too scared to tell me. Use your hands. Bedtime story. Nobody can hear you. Close your eyes. Okay, she's closing her eyes without all of her thoughts, without going to the balcony. Okay, we've seen this. You've seen this. We've seen this. Yes, yes, yes. Insatiable limbo. I feel like the rest of the endings that we can find are going to be from us either telling her to take the medication or not take the medication. Which I accidentally skipped. Which kind of sucks. But we're getting there. We're getting some puzzle pieces put together. This chick's had a rough life. A very rough life. That's what we're finding out here. Yeah. It's a great game, though. I keep calling it a game, but is it a game or a visual novel? A little bit of both. It's got that point and click to it. I'd call it a game at that point. Let's do this guy. Milk music, stop being so spooky. Hoi, hoi, hoi. That was intense. That's an intense game. That one ending, or that one scene with the balcony, oh my god. Crazy. Tomorrow we're definitely going to get the rest of the achievements. Figure out how they're, connecting everything. But I just really want to know about the mom and the claw thing. I want to know about that. What's going on there? That's like my main concern. So curious. But thank y'all for watching if you're watching. Hope you have a good day or night, whatever's going on in your life. And peace.